Chapter 1. I just can't believe you sold Steeple Ridge. Missy Marino reached for the roll of packing tape, her auburn braid falling over her shoulder as she secured another box. Jamie sighed, but didn't otherwise respond. Missy tucked her thoughts about the sale of the farm into the back of her mind, though they kept escaping. She'd known for a year that Jamie was going to sell the 40-acre horse farm, but that didn't make the reality of it any easier, and with every book she loaded into another box, every plate she wrapped in paper, every trip she made to Jamie's truck with more of her belongings, Missy's blood felt like someone had poured cement into it, and it was now hardening in her veins. With everything loaded and a professional maid service arriving within the hour, Jamie pulled Missy into a tight hug. The same tight, motherly hug Missy had enjoyed since she was a tween, when she'd first come to Steeple Ridge to learn to ride. She'd experienced this hug after she'd fallen off her horse, after she successfully got her steed to jump the rails, after she'd won championships, and after she'd come in third or fourth. Jamie Gill had been part of her life for 2 decades, and Missy's throat tightened so much that she gasped for air. "I'm going to miss you," she said, not even bothering to conceal the wounded tone, the absolute agony. The older woman released her and cupped Missy's face in her hands. "I wish I could have sold you the farm, the way we always planned." Missy shook her head, already too emotionally exhausted to think about why that hadn't worked out. But her mind flashed through her brief 3-year marriage and the mountain of debt she had to show for it. "You'll like the new owner." Missy made a face. "Some city guy from New York? I doubt it." "He needs your help." Jamie gave her a smile as she dug in her jacket pocket for her keys. At nearly noon, with the sun overhead, the day was shaping up to be exactly what the weathermen had predicted, the warmest day in April so far. And yet Missy felt chilled all the way to the bone. "I told him you were indispensable." Jamie pinned her with a stern look. "Don't make a liar out of me in my old age." An unbidden smile sprang to Missy's face at the familiar banter. "Go on, then. I'll take care of things around here." Jamie sobered and nodded. "I'm counting on it. I'll call you when I get to Phoenix." She opened the door and climbed into her truck, the engine roaring to life in such a way that made Missy wonder if the old beast would even make it to Arizona. After all, it wasn't just a day trip from Vermont to the Southwest. Jamie was staying with her adult children as she made her way to her new home in Phoenix, where her youngest daughter lived. Missy was happy for her. Truly, she was. Missy lifted her hand in farewell as her boss, mentor, and oldest friend drove away from Steeple Ridge Farm. She turned back to the house. 2 stories tall and clabbered white, it had enchanted Missy on first sight. She'd spent many lunches at Jamie's counter and had slept in the basement when the winter weather kept her from getting back to Burlington, a city about 25 minutes from Island Park where the farm was located. She lived only a hop, skip, and jump from Steeple Ridge now, literally down the lane and around the corner, in her own single-story cottage. She and Jamie had painted the house a robin-egg blue the previous summer. Stuffing her emotions down as far as they would go, she rounded the house, which sat on the back end of the farm, away from the public entrance. There were no riding lessons today. Jamie had made sure of that. All Missy needed to do was attend to the 33 horses they housed. The farm owned a dozen of their own for lessons and training. The other 21 were boarders, but Missy loved each as if it were her own. With summer almost upon them, she needed to finalize the brochures for their summer camps and the 2 horse shows Steeple Ridge was hosting that year, and schedule the fertilization of the hayfields.